Studdard. I am your Clerk of Superior Court here in Fayette County. It's kind of odd to stand here in front of you. I remember 8 years ago when I stood in front of you and asked for your support for the job. Here I am 8 years later, and I'd like to tell you what I've been able to accomplish and ask for your support for another term. Probably one of the most amazing things to me when I took office here in Fayette County was the thought that the Fayette County Clerk's office didn't even have a fax machine. I can't even count the fax machines that I have in the office. We have 5, I think, plus every computer has right fax. So we've certainly solved that problem, but also I know many of you have been to the courthouse, have searched the records, and at the time, 8 years ago, everything was handwritten. We didn't have computers. So now everything is automated, and we even have a website, and our property records can be searched online. So we have come a long way. We have a long way to go. One of the highlights of the last 2 years for me is doing the research for e-recording and e-filing and bringing that concept to Georgia for the courts and for the land records. My husband probably doesn't find it as exciting as I do, but he certainly has had my back and has supported me as I've gone out and gathered the data for this. But in January, Senator Preston Smith of the Senate Judiciary Committee took this legislation, thought it to be a great idea, realized how encompassing the legislation truly is and how widespread. Because although I want it for the courts, the legislation is written such that it doesn't confine itself to the courts. It's for any government agency that needs to transact electronically. So Preston told me that this was probably something we needed to look at a little bit longer. He gave it a resolution number. It passed out of the Senate last week, 52-0. I was really proud. And is Matt, you still here? No? Okay. Matt sits on the House Judiciary Committee. That's with Wendell Willard. And Mr. Willard is going to take up this piece of legislation and get it through the House. So we'll have a study committee this summer. And I'm very excited about that. The thought of having the ability to electronically file land record documents and court documents here in Fayette County and throughout the state. Kind of the catch is that all of us, 159 clerks, if we choose to do it, it will be voluntarily, but if we choose to do it, we got to play by the same rules. So that will make it really good. And then after that, the next component to electronic filing will be the electronic notary. So there will be a time when a document will be truly in electronic form when it comes to the courthouse. So that's not tomorrow, it's probably not next year, but I certainly see it within 5 years. So I'm real excited for that. I ask your support. I'm going to enter this race again. I want to be your Superior Court Clerk. I want to serve you. And thank you for this opportunity. One more thing before I go. Jack, where's Jack? Come here, Jack. Come here. Jack is learning in his school the importance of charity. And his class and his teacher has taken up Promise Place as their charity. Right, Jack? And show them the brochure. What Jack's school is doing, and Jack, we brought the Primrose Penny Pail. All the money that's donated the month of March and April is for his class is given to Domestic Violence Promise Place. So if you have any extra change, anything that you'd like to donate for Jack to take back to school on Monday, we would appreciate it. Thank you.